Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and thank you so much for watching. Today's video is going to be a tutorial to show you how I made this Lego themed Ninjago cake. So let's get started. I'm using two 7-inch round chocolate cakes that I've cut in half, and then I'm going to be adding some Swiss meringue chocolate buttercream for my filling. I'm using my small offset spatula to make sure my filling is nice and level, and then once my cake is stacked up, I'm going to be adding a thin layer of my buttercream all around my cake to lock in those crumbs. I put that in the fridge for about 25 minutes to chill, and then when I could touch my buttercream and none came off on my finger, I knew it was ready for my final layer. I used my offset spatula again to apply a healthy dose of buttercream all around my cake, and then using my bench scraper, I'm going to scrape away the edges until they're nice and smooth, and I'm going to use my spatula to pull all of that buttercream that accumulated at the top of my cake into the center until that is smooth as well. I'm going to put that back in the fridge, and then I'm going to take some fondant that I've dyed a light blue color. I'm going to roll that out onto my work surface. I've just sprinkled some cornstarch to keep that from sticking, and I want that to be roughly 1/8 of an inch thick. I'm going to pick that up and then drape it over my cake. And quickly, I'm going to use my hands and my fondant smoother to push all the air out from the top, and then just work my way down, pulling out the skirt and smoothing the sides until I reach the bottom. Apologies, the video is a little bit dark. My power was actually out when I was making this, so it was very dim in my house. For my Lego man's face, I'm going to roll out some yellow fondant, and then I just cut out a square shaped and attach that to the front of my cake. It doesn't have to be any particular size, just big enough that you can fit the eyes on there. Most of it's going to be covered with more of your blue fondant, so don't worry about it looking perfect. I've attached that to the front of my cake using some water, and then I'm just smoothing it down with my fondant smoother, and I'm going to be trimming away the excess with my X-Acto knife and a pizza cutter. To make the fabric-y looking folds that go around his head, I'm rolling out long strips of my blue fondant, and then I'm just going to kind of crimp them, just like bring them up in the center and pinch them a bit just to make them look a little more like fabric. And I'm going to wrap those around the top and the bottom of my cake, and I've just attached them with some water. Again, you just want to make sure you have enough space for his eyes to show through on the yellow, and then I'm just taking an extra little piece and kind of bringing it down to look like it's the end of his little head wrap thing. For his eyes and eyebrow, I just rolled out some black fondant and then used the back of my piping tip to cut out the circles for his eyes, and then I just kind of eyeballed the look of his eyebrows, and I'll just attach a picture of the face template that I looked at while I was doing this. To make him look like he's seen some stuff, I decided to cut out a little notch in his eyebrow to look like a little scar. To finish off his face, I rolled out 2 small little white balls of fondant and then just added those into his eyes. I wanted to add some throwing stars to my cake, so I will attach the template that I used below, and to make that I just rolled out some black fondant and then used my stencil and an X-Acto knife. I attached a wooden skewer to the back of my throwing star and then just used some water and an extra little piece of fondant to stick it all together. And then I let those sit overnight before I attach them to my cake. Pop those right into the side, however you see fit, and then you're done. This cake was super easy to make, but it also looked really cool. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.